as always, if you could just hit the raise hand button and we'll call on you. I think we'll start, JB, if you want to make a few opening statements before we take questions.
My statement is I'll take any questions.
Okay. We'll go Nick Carboni.
JB, obviously a slow start in the first half. What kind of allowed you guys to turn it around and come back there in the second?
Proud of our guys. Their resiliency did not look good first quarter, but nobody was hanging their head at the timeouts. We called 2 early timeouts. We refocused, but I give our guys a ton of credit. I would say this is a resilient win to fight back from being down 18, not being able to shoot the ball well. Again, they were making shots. We were not. I thought we got some good looks. They were making some contested threes, but we believe over time, our system and our style will win out. And it turned for us. The ball started going to the hoop. The ball movement was there. Third quarter was huge for us. We got hot there. We just knew it was a matter of time. Just kept talking about stay with it and give our guys a ton of credit for staying with it.
Rick Bonnell.
Hey, JB, you used the LaMelo, Rozier, Graham combination more than you have in the past. How did you think that went in both halves?
Rick, I'll watch it and go through it. And, my gut reaction is I liked it. I mean, the ball was moving. I know we were finding some good looks there. Those 3 guys can all shoot the ball, play make. I keep saying that, but we have to rebound and we have to defend with that group. And they did that. If we can get stops with that group, get out, run, play with pace, play first side, second side, that's pretty tough to defend. So I like it. I think all 3 guys were very important in this win tonight. The more I can have them on the floor together at times, and it makes sense, the better for us.
What is distinctive about the way that group, what I'm saying is when you go in that direction, how does that influence another team's problems?
One thing it forces their hand. They got to figure out where, how they're going to match up. I don't want to speak for New Orleans. That's something you could ask them. I think we can get teams on their heels with that lineup. The amount of ball movement, playmaking, shooting, multiple guys handling is important for us. So we're trying to create mismatches and drive it and kick it, and that's what that group did. We were driving the team and we drove and kicked it.
Sam Perley.
HB, congrats on the win. Looking back on the 4-game road trip as a whole, I know you got off to a rough start in Philadelphia with those 2 games, but the way the team responded in Atlanta, getting that big lead and then finishing the game and then coming back from being down big today, what does it say about the mental makeup of this young group already at this point in the season?
Well, Sam, I'll keep using the word resiliency. I want to stick with that. This is a group that, we had a tough start to the road trip against a very good Philadelphia team. But I thought we got better in there. We weren't perfect, but we got better. And the Atlanta game, I thought we played well. Did not have a great second half, but we found a way again, and it was a resilient win in Atlanta. They caught us, they took the lead, but our guys stuck with it. Same thing tonight. I thought it was a resilient win. It speaks volumes about their character more than anything. I love that they don't give in. We never drop the sword. We keep fighting, we keep competing, and we figure it out. We're not going to win every game, but we're going to continue to fight, to compete, and keep fighting for one another.
Rod Boone.
Hey, JB, Gordon didn't score the ball well so much in the first half, but to come out and finish with 26 points in the game, what does it say about him and his veteran common presence for you guys to come out there and help out the second half the way he did?
Well, Rod, he's a pro. He's been here before in big games, college, pro. He's not fazed by a bad half, a bad quarter, a bad shooting game. He's coming out the next night, to get the same look. Same thing in the second half. Nobody was hanging their head at halftime. We could not. I think we were shooting 40% at half. And we said, just let's come out, get the same shots. They're going to fall. And Gordon has that same mentality.
Danny Thompson.
Coach Jane Thompson with a 3-point conversion. New Orleans was known all season for their offensive rebounding, and you guys had 16 offensive rebounds tonight. With LaMelo pitching in 4, we all know about LaMelo's playmaking ability, but with the 4 offensive rebounds and what he's been doing on the glass, how good is it to have a guard that can lead the break, rebound, and do all of those things that, maybe some kind of shorter guards can't do?
He's got a knack for going to get rebounds. He just has a knack. You can't teach it. He just has it on both ends of the floor. He can defensive rebound. He got a few, even digging out, a few rebounds with Zion and Steven Adams. He's got a knack offensively as well. It's a blessing and it's a curse for me. At times he goes too much and I got to, reel him back in to get back in transition defense. But he's a playmaker. He goes and he makes plays. He's got a knack for it. He did it tonight. But back to your original thought, I thought the game came down to rebounding tonight. We won the board 46-36. We out-rebounded them, 17-10 on offensive rebounds. I think that was a big factor in the game.
Richard Walker.
Coach, Richard Walker with CarolinaSportsHub.com. You alluded to it earlier. With all the pressure and build-up of the game for LaMelo, kind of talk about his performance because he seemed to play real free and easy.
He was free and easy out there. I mean, kind of what we expect now. It's like he's done this before. He's been here before. He was not fazed by the moment. I'm just proud of him. I think he's a fantastic young player. He energizes our group. He brings us great confidence, a swagger that we need at times. And I thought he was fantastic.
Richie Randall.
Hey, JB, this is Richie of BuzzBeat. Kind of going off of Rod's question here. Hayward had some great plays late in the game, but what are you seeing from him as a leader, as a communicator to these players as you guys are making that comeback?
Well, as leaders, we have to communicate. You have to talk. And he's done that more and more each game. He's getting more and more comfortable in the role. And I think even in these huddles and timeouts, they're leading a lot of these timeouts, Richie. I mean, they're taking these timeouts and Biz is talking, Miles is talking, Tay's talking, Terry, and Gordon's been a main voice in there. Stay the course. This is going to turn. Everybody positive, moving in the right direction. And Gordon, he has that credibility. He's been here. He's done it before. And it gives us a calming force, a presence that we may not have had in the past. So there was no panic. Even in that fourth quarter, as that game got tight, there was no panic. We've been here. And a lot of it has to do with Gordon's leadership.
We'll close out with Steve Goldberg.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. I think history was made tonight. I've never seen a jump with 3 balls before in it. But my question is, I'd like you to get your comments on Bismack and how he's improved both defensively and offensively within the scheme of things this year.
Well, we asked a lot of his this season. Obviously, this isn't the role we anticipated with Biz, but he's embraced it. He's grown in it. And, tonight to step up and make, 2 huge free throws for us. But more than anything, he's a presence on the interior. He affects shots and rebounds. He gives us a physicality that is hard to find. So you got to just give him a ton of credit. On the offensive end, he's gotten better. He makes plays in the pocket. He's kicking it and swinging it, tipping balls out. It's not perfect every night, but Biz has grown as a player. There's no doubt in our 2+ years together, he's grown as far as making plays for others and just his overall presence as a leader for us is huge.
Has he been working with anybody specifically on his offense?
Our staff.
Okay. All right,
Thanks, JB. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, JB.
Thank you.